Today we will be testing the Jurik CFB Adaptive Elder Force Index with ATR channels.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Jurik CFB Adaptive Elder Force Index with ATR channels. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 711 indicators, with 287 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the Jurik CFB Adaptive Elder Force Index with ATR channels. Quite a mouthful, to say the least. So you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. Luckily, this indicator isn't quite as complex looking as the name is to pronounce, and so it's relatively simple indicator, well, visually anyways. It is a quite complex indicator. If you actually go back and look at the indicators page, you can see that this creator, this user, TradingView, who creates these indicators, is quite amazing at creating some of these indicators. Very, very complex indicators with a lot of moving parts, a lot of time, and really great effort put into them. So I highly suggest you go check out that user and browse through their indicators and play around with them. We've tested quite a few here. Again, just because they don't meet our standard doesn't mean that's or our kind of our requirement that we're looking for indicators. Doesn't mean that they're bad indicators or that the creator is not doing a good job of creating indicators. And so, all right, let's look at the indicator here. Basically, we have a oscillating line. We have a zero line. We have quite a few bands within the channel that is kind of following along with the oscillating line. And we kind of have an overbought, oversold type situation where the oscillating line can spike outside of the upper and lower band. And you can see that it is marked by these dots right here. You can see a green dot right there. You can see a green dot there. You can see a red dot there. And so initially I was thinking that we would just take these green dots and red dots as buy and sell signals right at that point. But a lot of the times we'll see indicators like this, and honestly, what they kind of do best is, or maybe not best, but what they will often do is pick up divergence before they actually are calling a complete reversal in the trend. And so I think what we're going to do is a tad bit different. We're going to look for these dots. So if we get a green dot, we are then keeping an eye out for a long signal or a long opportunity. If we get the red dot, obviously we'll be keeping our eye out for a short trade opportunity. And that signal actually comes from once we get the dot, again, green dot, we're looking for a long. We're looking for the oscillating line to then cross up above the 0 line. Once it crosses up above the 0 line, then we are going to go long. On the reverse side, when we get a red dot, we are looking for a short opportunity, and that comes when the oscillating line crosses down below the 0 line. And so that should give us a decent little buffer. I don't think we'll get too much of that kind of whipsaw action that we see from a 0 line using it this way. And that will keep us from entering these trades kind of prematurely. So, all right, that was a lot to explain. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see that we pick up those green dots right here, and then we get our spike above the 0 line right there. I said that using it this way should keep us from getting that whipsaw action, but it looks like we're not immune to it even using it this way because we enter there, and on the very next candle, we then go short as we get a green dot right, or a red dot right here, and it immediately spikes down below that 0 line right there. Let's go ahead and play this forward just a little bit, and it looks like we may have gotten ourselves to take profit. Yep, it avoided our stop and did come down and get us to take profit on that short this side. So not too bad, not too much whipsaw right there. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up a long signal right here. Again, we get that green dot that we're looking for there. The oscillating line finally peaks up above that 0 right here. But unfortunately, we pretty much immediately take a dive to the downside there, which does come down and stop us out. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator. Before we do, real quick, if you could go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Please, even if the indicator isn't a winning indicator, please don't give it a thumbs down. That just hurts the algorithm, tells YouTube that that they shouldn't show this video to any more people, and it really hurts our ability to bring in new members and kind of kills the ability for us to bring in that extra knowledge and experience people who may otherwise see this video. If you thumbs up the video, again, even if it's a losing indicator, then that tells YouTube, the algorithm, that it should be showing this video to more people and hopefully gets more exposure, bringing in more people, helping to grow our community here. And so even if an indicator isn't a winning indicator, again, that doesn't mean that it's a bad indicator. And so please don't thumbs down the video. Please give it a thumbs up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Now, let's see, get everything in focus here. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 trades within the 1 year's time. Not a great amount of trades. And we have 1, 2, and 3 winning trades. So obviously that puts us at the 60%. I'm sorry, that puts us at a 50% win rate, which is not quite that 60% criteria that we were looking for. And so this one, it was doing all right. I mean, it did call these trades at some pretty decent times, a little bit delayed in getting in on that. It's possible we might be able to use this in another way. I think I'll play around with it and see if there's one slight tweak we can make to it and test it that way in the next video. But for now, it's going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next video from here.